Was this an overreaction about me ordering DoorDash while babysitting? So this is, I guess, a girl saying, I ordered DoorDash while babysitting because I hadn't eaten since lunch and was getting a headache, and they were 2 hours late. The kids were asleep, the food was left on the porch, and I stepped outside for 10 seconds to grab it. So this is what happened. So there's a text message between the mom and the babysitter. Great, we're taking the 10:30 train. Should be home by 11:30. Sorry, I thought we'd be done by now. No problem. And then here comes a text from the mom. Hey, our Ring camera showed someone at the door with something delivered. And she says, yes, I hadn't eaten, so I ordered DoorDash. And here's the response. Okay, we'll talk about it when we get home, but I'm really concerned that you would do that without asking first. I would never be okay with a stranger coming to the door while my kids are sleeping. I really wish that you had asked me before doing that. Please check to make sure that the storm door is locked and the chain is locked as well, since you opened them both. I get that you were hungry, but it's more about the fact that someone was coming to the door without my knowledge and that you left the kids in the house alone while you grabbed it. If something had happened, it really makes me nervous. You could have eaten from the cabinet. This is my home and my kids, and I need to be able to fully trust who's there. We'll talk later. Double check the doors.
Girl.
So you can't... So, okay. I don't know what this girl was supposed to do. This wasn't even my choice for Morality Monday. But I'm reading this going, what was this girl supposed to do? First of all, you're 2 hours late. Second of all, you're saying go through the cabinet so I can go through your stuff and just eat your food without it. I mean, I guess I could have texted you and said, hey.
Yeah.
I suppose you could have been like, hey, I'm going to order some food. Is that open? But I mean.
No. I don't want a Pop-Tart. Like, I want a meal. And I don't understand this. Like, yes, okay, she could have asked mom, hey, are you fine if I order food or whatever? She could have. I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Like, I used to babysit. I sometimes would do that. But now as being the mom and the parent, like, I order my babysitter. I have a babysitter now, by the way, and I love her so much. Like, I'm never losing her. And I order her DoorDash. She came over yesterday for 3 hours, and guess who ordered McDonald's? I did for us. It wasn't
as you should.
Thank you. It wasn't the best meal, but I was like, hey, you know, let's all eat a little something. And I always offer my sitters or whoever's there, I'm going to order you food. What would you like?
Yeah, so my sister does
I'm
too.
aware.
I love that.
She'll text the babysitter ahead of time and say, hey, we're ordering Chick-fil-A for the girls. Do you want that? Or
Perfect.
we're ordering
Yeah.
this or that. What would you like? You know, whatever, so that there's food there.
As you
when
should.
The baby, oh my God, these babysitters. And it's
They
not
make out.
It's not an easy job. You know, a 1-year-old and
Right.
But I will say, my sister goes out at like 7 o'clock. The girls go to bed at like 7:30. And so, like, you know, they do bath, they do dinner. The babysitter comes over. You know, Maeve the 1-year-old freaks out when Amanda leaves. Polly thinks it's funny. And then she puts him to bed. You know, that's 5 minutes of hysteria. Puts him to bed and then eats the Chick-fil-A and gets paid $25 and $30 an hour.
Yes.
To make sure that they don't like choking on anything. Which, again, you're providing a service, and she's responsible and she's reliable, and I'm not saying that she doesn't deserve that, but it's a good gig. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Gig. Yeah, I mean, I used to be a babysitter and a nanny. In my day, we didn't have DoorDash, so it was usually they got me a pizza.
Right.
And they always said I could eat whatever. But in my experience, like, obviously the parent is correct in saying that she has boundaries or whatever. I think the way she spoke to her was very, like, shameful. She could have handled it differently. I also think for the babysitter standpoint, girl, you're going to have more problems. Because I babysat for families that would leave me, like, novels of, like, you can't do this, we're watching you. And it's like, it's not a comfortable situation. It's not worth the money.
But it's not like she invited the stranger in for tea or something.
It's dramatic.
You know, the food
but I'm
was
giving
dropped
her,
off.
Yeah, the benefit of the doubt.
The person left. She went to get the food, locked the door like anybody else would.
Exactly.
I mean...
These people are watching your children. You should treat them with kindness and respect.
Well, what if an Amazon delivery had shown up,
Right.
you know,
They
that
don't
you
use that?
ordered? Well,
What
so
about
that-
the mailman? Like, girl,
If your mailman's showing up at 10 o'clock at night, I
What about
gotta
my
know.
boyfriend?
What,
We make out all night.
does this mailman work at astronomer? Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing?
I'm not asking for permission to get DoorDash. Like, girl, knock it off before I leave these kids in this house and get in my car and go home.
Piss me off. I have your children.
Right.
Yeah, I don't.
with you?
I don't know what she was supposed. I mean, I suppose she. It's ridiculous. I guess she could have texted the mom and been like, "Hey,
I'm hungry.
you know, right?
Heads up,
right.
I'm going to order
I'm an
food.
adult.
Like,
Right.
right.
I'm
I
an
mean,
adult.
even as I say that right now, I'm like, no, she handled the problem herself, and she paid for it too. Which I might even argue that, you know, that might be, again, a courteous thing for the mom to say, hey, I'm sorry we're late. have you eaten dinner? Like,
Yeah.
either have something from the kitchen or can I order you something, or can I, bring you? It's an hour later. She's already 2 hours late, so that's inconsiderate to begin with.
Yes, it is.
Usually. And the mom could say, hey, listen, I'm a little kooky. It's my first kid, second kid, whatever. I have anxiety. Hey, next time, could you just let me know? Or I can order you something beforehand. She could say that in passing when she gets home.
I suppose she could have said that. Like, hey, I was a little surprised to see the Ring camera go off at 10 o'clock at night. Like, I would just, no problem at all. And by the way, I'll pay you back.
Yeah.
But can you just let me know when you're going to do that? Just because I don't want to be surprised when someone's knocking on the door at 10 o'clock at night. I suppose.
Girl, if you were on time to come get your kids, there would be no surprise.
Well, that's true.
I don't want to be surprised with 2 extra hours of work.
That's true.
With
That's
kids.
true.
Right.
No, I'm good.